Power is moving, not away from nations exactly, above them, into treaties, into technical standards, into the rails that decide who can pay and who can prove they exist. And an older question rises with it, whether prophecy already traced this silhouette. Start with the record. On 20th of May 2025, the World Health Assembly adopted the WHO Pandemic Agreement, a binding framework for how nations prepare for and respond to the next outbreak. In September 2024, member states adopted the UN Pact for the Future, and inside it, the Global Digital Compact, the first broadly agreed framework for governing digital technology and artificial intelligence. Digital identity infrastructure keeps expanding, country by country, system by system, from national ID schemes to a credential the UN issues to its own staff. Not one registry of humanity, many converging. And more than 100 central banks are studying or piloting digital currencies, their own currencies. There is no single global money. There is no world government seated above the treaties. None of this is hidden. It is negotiated, published, signed in daylight. What we can observe is coordination, deliberate, accelerating, and wider each year. Coordination without a crown. That is the record. What follows is interpretation, held lightly and tested carefully. Observation ends here. A reading begins, and it should be received as a lens, not a verdict. Daniel 7 does not name our century. It describes a sequence. Kingdoms rise, devour, and give way to the next, each certain it is the last. Then something different in kind. Not another empire in the same shape, but authority gathered out of many hands into few, speaking with a voice the earlier kingdoms did not have. Here, the pattern is what carries, not the calendar. Revelation 13 works the same way. Authority that reaches across nations, pressure toward allegiance, and not merely obedience, but worship. A mark tied to the ordinary business of buying and selling. Read as pattern rather than prediction, the warning concerns systems that make belonging conditional, where taking part in the economy quietly becomes taking part in a faith. So return to where we started. Power is moving. That is worth watching closely, and it is not worth fearing. Nothing described here has slipped free of the hands that hold it. The point was never panic, it was watchfulness, and the stubborn claim that history still has an author.